What's up, guys? You got all this story about P. Diddy did this and P. Diddy passed money. First, number one thing they're gonna have to realize, they're gonna have to catch P. Diddy giving the money to somebody. We're gonna have to see transaction history. If you don't got P. Diddy sending money, giving money, if you don't got video of it or anything of that, you don't have nothing. That's the number one thing. That's the number one thing. You say you got the money. That P. Diddy gave you the $100 million and gave you that. But you have to show transaction history. You didn't make a video when the P. Diddy giving you the money, giving the money to him. You It's a theory. The theory is, can you prove that P. Diddy gave the money to the person that he talks about? Can he prove it? If until P. Diddy give the money to somebody and then people take a video, you have no video of it. You have none of it. So you telling fictions about what you think you know. You have to see transaction. The bill against P. Diddy, you got to show that P. Diddy gave the money to whoever and they carried out. They got to show video of it. You got to have these things, a word to somebody saying something, and his body and his money got to move. You got to watch P. Diddy giving the money to somebody or giving the money to some. No, you have to watch that. Those are the things you have to watch to do. Let me tell you something. You get to a point when a gangster say, he move in silence, right? But if a gangster move in silence, is he eating like he say he's eating? The one that killed Biggie, the guy said he always think the prophet of whatever you think he's doing. Is he eating? Is he getting the food the way he's doing? How he getting this money? Because sooner or later, as a gangster moving silence, he gonna have to want for something. So the thing is, you gotta have proof that P Diddy gave the money. You gotta have video of P Diddy making transition. Do you have that video of P Diddy? If you don't have nothing, you got nothing. P Diddy, you don't got nothing on him. If you don't have those things of what you're talking about, you don't have nothing. So you're telling theories, and people right now, people using pictures of J Lo and P Diddy and J Lo and P Diddy, people using that to scheme. And when P Diddy was on shows and everything and all of that stuff, you gotta have if you talking about if P Diddy's being investigated, for number one, they gotta show P Diddy giving money to somebody. P Diddy gotta have to get it until you show video to the same person that was in the car with P Diddy. You gotta show things. It's not about those things. You know what I'm saying? It's not about those things. You got to realize that it's not about those things and how you're doing those things. So if you don't have the thing to notice those things, you don't got nothing on P Diddy. You just got a theory. You just got a little theory. You have to have video of it. So you don't have those things in those categories. So so you gotta have things like that, man. So if you don't have those things, how can you know what you have? Those things gotta be the way things are and how you have to do it. You got nothing. You really got nothing if you can't figure it out. You got nothing. Video need to be shown. P Diddy getting out in his house like a movie. Things need to be showed. So if you really talking about something that you think you know, you have to give that. throwing up in there. He throwing up in there, drinking all of that alcohol. Oh man. Oh, I don't even want to talk about what I'm just hearing. I remember at Mirz's house in Carrollton, Texas. I threw it up, and his mom and them made me clean. Oh man, I think Sabine. I don't know where that was. Yeah, he's throwing up, literally. Oh man, man, I passed the hell out, man. Oh man, look at that. Nah, that's the thing with that one. That's the thing on with that situation. No, it just. I think you just need to know some things that you need to know. I think Tupac and the Tupac and you got to show P Diddy passing man, just like on the movie. Until you have proof of that, you don't have nothing. It's a call. It's just a theory. So you got to really understand it. Hey, I see nothing but this all talk. This all talk. That P Diddy handed the money to somebody, why you ain't got a video it? That then you talk about something. Hey, nice to meet. How you doing?
Mentions other people.
And if P Diddy did, he would have got a year, or 2 years, or 3 years. That don't mean you actually do it.
People. You know, are they going to say what happened to these people? Yes, Puffy being one of them. Uh, I don't know where that's going to lead, but I do believe there were accomplices, and I don't think all of them have been looked at. So, because over the years, it's a lot of years. Amongst the family, we talk, we want to figure it out too. We thinking certain things too. So, we're waiting to see if we can trust this process.
I agree. I agree with you. If you believe in everything Keefe D has said about what happened in the white Cadillac, then you got to take serious when he mentioned Puffy, and you can't gloss over that.
Affirmative. It's like they said they brought the indictment because of his own words. Well, in his own words, he said a whole bunch of shit. How much you going to hold him accountable for? Because as well as the family,
Word don't mean nothing, but you're gonna lose that case at P Diddy having showed the money. You're gonna lose that case. That's just the bad. That's just the bad it
the
is.
fans, his people, the fans, his Pac's fans
You
is
ain't
his
gonna
family.
win.
They
You ain't
they
gonna win. That's something you have to understand. If you don't got no video, what do you have?
they run deep, and they don't usually bullshit, and they sincerely want to know what happened, as well as us, as well as the fam. So we gonna see.
For number one, thing was saying, fuck Donald Trump, fuck the president. You heard a whole lot of that shit going on. And I never say fuck my president of my United States. And Donald Trump, I never no like no, he the president. That's someone that God put in office. I never be like that. Nah, you have to understand. He was saying a lot of things about Trump and a lot of things about the president. They smoking weed and they doing that. That shit would be cool if we see a president smoking weed and living with women. Tupac was like, if that was shit, it would be cool. That's between the president and that shit. But they married, shit. You don't think their wife would get on their ass about it? Talk about the president got women in the White House. That was actually true. Shit, they married. They like, look them up. Shit. George President Senior talking about George Bush Senior, President Reagan them. They married. Come on. You think they wife gonna let them do what they damn? Come on, man. Look, these look like some very respectful women. Come on. It's the same thing with Mrs. Trump. She look like she too faithful. The story that I hear, she too faithful, man. Like, come on. Like, but he come up with this theory about talking about, oh, they fucking women in the house, they doing cocaine and doing all of this. Shit, if you doing that, join the damn party. Then if y'all think it's all about that and all of it like that, god damn, why you not up there? Y'all got all of this damn theory stuff. He was just saying stuff that put the stuff in a situation. I don't think it was that, man. I don't. It's too much of things that look. You know what I'm saying? He was saying a lot about the president. I don't know. He spitting at the camera, everybody camera. You pushing every fucking body buttons, spitting at the camera, everybody. I'm like, hold up, getting out the courtroom, spitting, wilding out. Shit. You gotta handle yourself in some damn manners or something.
See,
We definitely gonna see. So I had Keith D on the platform. I had him
And
on the
plus, he
platform
acting
about
towards
five.
people in society, like acting to spitting at the cameras of everybody after the courtroom. You acting like that in front of the community, the society. You know, people that do cameras and take pictures and do these things and how he was acting.
5 times, man. And he said that Diddy, he was scared of Tupac and
And
Suge.
then Tupac talking about, I know you don't want to see me up in this thing no more. You're not. What the thing is with that? You to see things. It's okay to tell a judge that, oh, I want to make it best. I don't want to be here no more. To get, but you have to be able to want that to change your behavior. You can always let your spirit speak, but don't go spitting in people cameras and doing all of that. You know,
And when he would come to LA, he would use him and the Southside Crips, for protection. And he made so many.
I talked to a lot of people from LA and college, like you know, a lot of people from LA on live. I talked to a lot of people, you
Serious the
know.
Vegas PD is going to take this case because Keith D.
but I
Yeah, I did serious.
I agree with you. If you believe in everything
Like
Keith
I
D has
told them
said
about the
about what happened
project,
in the
and
white
they
Cadillac,
people
then you got
loved
to
it. Man,
take
I
it
saw a
serious
lot of
when he
talent
mentioned
on
Puffy.
live, man.
And, you can't gloss over that.
affirmative. It's like they said they brought the indictment because of his own words. Well, in his own words, he said a whole family, the fans, his people, the fans, his Pac's fans is his family. They run deep and they don't usually bullshit and they sincerely want to know what happened as well as us, as well as the fam. So we gonna see.
We
I don't think
definitely
that's
going to
gonna
see.
go
So I
nowhere.
had Keith D on the platform. I had him on the platform about five.
Right now, I feel like right now, I think Tupac was confused.
For him. And he also made a comment saying that, Diddy, when he was around Diddy, Diddy made a comment about putting a hit on Tupac and Suge. So how you feel when you hear stuff like that?
Very interesting. I wasn't there. I've heard these stories before. Um, and if it's true, you know, what's going to happen. You said on your own platform. He said this on your platform that he put up $1 million to get Pac. Yeah.
Yeah, correct. He was around Puffy, and Puffy made a comment when they was around. Yeah,
Okay. And then Pac got hit.
you're right.
Right. So hey man, I watch Law and Order. I ain't no cop. I ain't no lawyer. I watch Law and Order. You know what I'm saying? And the way this is going, it looks like certain type of thing is going down. We gonna see.
Yeah, because I mean, if everything Keefe D is saying is true, and this is Keefe D saying this, not me, Keefe D, he's the one saying this. I mean, Tupac and Orlando, they would have never fought. You know,
I, it would seem so. And then my brother was murdered. Uh, I know
I would
a
have did a
lot of
lot of
brothers
things
I know
different.
in LA
I would have did a lot of things different than that. I
that if
wouldn't
they
have
would
called
do
them and set
business
up
with a
me
group of
video
brothers
talk. I had
and
somebody on another camera and talk. That thing would have been a lot different. It would have been a lot different. It would have been a lot different. We just need to understand each other more. Like it's hard for us as a human to understand each other. That's the most important thing. Like that's the most important thing. Like to understand us as humans. And we might don't agree on everything, but shit, I be like, look, I understand, but I have to come back to my little issues, my little thing later. I feel like that, like literally, you know. I feel like that, like I think we need to do a lot more. We need to do we need to do a lot more. And then look, you ain't gonna get nothing. You better stop that right now. You better stop digging your nose in something that what you don't supposed to be digging your nose in because you ain't gonna get nothing. When I mean by that, when I say you ain't digging your nose nothing because people be positive. Sometimes words are words, but if you're positive, that's the most important thing in life. And P. Diddy spoke about all of that. Now, if Biggie was here, Biggie would still be rapping. He'd still be loving what he do. He still want to keep things up. And that's the thing with that is. I just think that I don't think they should ever take that. I don't think they should ever take that serious in that matter. You know what I'm saying? I like to move on Tupac on the Tupac on the thing, but that don't mean P Diddy played the movies that I like. So it's like when he playing at the post office. But I think the way Tupac handled life, he needed to calm down. He's spitting in the camera at people. You never catch me spitting at a judge or a lawyer, any cameraman. I don't need to do that. I just tell you I sue you or something. I don't need to tell you that. Don't go spitting at cameras and doing all of that. You picking fights and doing all of these things. So I had some problem with some security guys. I don't take it that far with them, man. Like literally. I was in Atlanta, Clinton County, and I wanted to get somebody to hear me, and I tossed the trays on that, but I laid right back down on the ground. He took me till he wanted to fight me. You know, when he took me back upstairs, he wanted to fight. But you know what I said? It wasn't about me fighting you. I don't want to fight you, and I kept my hands in the back of my hands, and I didn't want to fight. I just wanted to get you to listen. I did it in Atlanta, Clayton County. I didn't want to fight. I just wanted you to hear me out and what I need something. So, I tossed it everybody tables. I just everybody trays and I tossed it on the floor. After that, some people left it on the floor. And I got what I did, I cleaned it back up. After I got my turn across, I cleaned it back up. After I got them to listen, I cleaned it back up. I picked back up all the trays. Because I got you to really listen. And some of these security guards in the jail, they don't want to listen to people. People can be having a heart attack and you are knowing everything that they say. You don't know what's going on. So I had to toss the chairs over and just toss it to just get them to listen. But that don't mean, and I got on the ground. So once he came in there, I got on the ground. He picked me up and said, "You want to fight?" I'm not trying to prove that I'm tough. I'm not trying to prove that I'm tough with you. Do you have an Instagram? Get money style the way Hubert Baby, Hubert Junior Sellers, Baby Legend. Go to Lil Diamond, Mirrors Catholic 123. Wish your head away. You're gonna see that Young Prophet shout out. But you're not gonna get those things of me at all. And I want to tell people that I had to toss the thing. I got my attention. I got the attention of everyone. And sometimes we have to do a little bit of thing. And I lay right on the floor. He came in there. He picked me up and I kept my hands in the back of my hand. And then he had in there. Like, you want to fight? You talking all that shit? No, it's not about that. I'm not out to prove. I'm not like any other people that want to fuck them and all the rest of them. I'm trying to get you to listen. That's the most important thing when we got up in the jail cell. So you're gonna do something that usually you don't do to get their attention. These security guards be busy in their own phone, not paying attention. They don't know when somebody having a metal cut or anything on one of those things. Any one of those things. And you gotta understand that any one of those things is so much perfect than any one of those things that's going on. So I like sometimes you got to get your printer. And I did the thing with the call center. I wanted to get their attention, and and the same thing with the call center. I say some things. I already had the attention about the Social Security. I wanted to get them to listen, and I had Joe Biden attention about people just treating disability wrong. They turning me on the phone and and doing all these things, and then I got the call center to change their answer machine up. I said, God damn, I hit the, and they finally changed it up, and that was the most important thing. And I told Joe Biden and them, Lil Wayne on the song, Lil Wayne and Big Sean, this is deep. If getting your point crosses the line a little bit, just hope somebody remember that you crossing with dignity. And I told the justice, I wanted them to hear me. You can't have Obama and them attention and all the rest of those attention, but your call center still behaving wrong. We have to change the direction that we in. They are paid to listen, not hang up on our face and turn and laugh like they did me. So they are paid to listen, and this is what you want to do. You pick this career. I remember sitting in my local office in 2019, and 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 a girl told me she was there for somebody else, but she actually want to become a social security worker, a caseworker, and she told me what she wanted to do. Like I said, and when everybody got scared, when I reached out and I kept calling the call center and I talked to somebody in Washington, everybody in my local office got scared. Like you should have seen the faces on them. If Joe Biden ever seen that camera, when I sat in that middle and you look at the people and that day and I dropped off that letter and I was with my little nephew, you should if they look at the cameras of every employee and the security guard, the way they was acting, they was terrified because they know what I say. Oh, all right, I kept calling and I finally, or they didn't know that I talked to somebody and like, hold up, they was scared, man. When you kept calling, you gonna get somebody that's gonna actually listen to you. And they told me to reach out to the U.S. Congressman, and they told me to reach out to Miss. But my U.S. Congressman, and all the rest of reach out to them. Now I don't know if we got a U.S. Congressman in Texas. I found out that's a U.S. Congressman, but I reached out to Miss Nancy Pelosi to get and everybody else, and I kept putting my business on social media's account and trying to get people to hear me. That was the most important thing where I had to sacrifice to put my conversation on Social Security to get them to actually listen. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? To get them to actually listen, and that's the most hardest thing where where I had to put my conversations on there. I had to sacrifice those things on UP Live. I had to sacrifice those things just to get somebody to hear, and that was the most important thing of what I was trying to accomplish. You know, you know, and that's sad that I gotta put my information and put the things and let people tell them my birthday and just tell them my meeting and just let those things get to me. Like I'm trying and I'm really trying right now because the goal was bigger than any of it. Atlanta needs some help. This guy couldn't hardly sit down in Atlanta, and he told him he made this guy go stand all the way at the elevator, a veteran, all the way at that because his legs said that's not right, man. That's not right. Then this guy went to D. He barely know me. He go treat me bad. I said, hold up. For number one, this just don't make no damn sense. I said downtown Atlanta, window D. I said he's Mexican. I'm like, hold up. This is how you treat somebody as soon as they're rolling his eyes and telling people shut up. This is how you act. Hey, how you doing? You haven't even typed my information in. And that's how you act. Like, come on, it's the same guy in that local office. I never met him before. He's a big guy, and I never met him before. But if Miss Lee would have known me, she wouldn't even like. I was hoping Miss Lee was like actually be right there. Like she wouldn't have just told me, hold up, no, like what the heck going on? Like, man, like at that moment, I wanted Miss Lee to be right there. Like, hold up, like I don't like the way this going because you barely met me. And this was in 2019, when you barely met me and you just tell me, no, I can't. Hold up, listen to what I have to say first. Before you just blow me off and tell you need your. No, I have that right. I have always tell him come and take self care of business sometimes. Listen to me first. You Miss Lee had they had the balls to listen. God damn, you not even giving me damn. You Miss Lee and the rest of them had the balls to listen before you just tell me you can't. Hold up right fast and like hold up at my local social security she don't just hold up out you can't come without no she had the thing to listen and that's what I'm starting to identify now. I'm starting to really comprehend she had the things to listen and she let me know something. She gave me a little knowledge and she's a Tom Brady fan and I was telling me like she showed me the Patriots thing, but I didn't want her to. Sometimes I wish she didn't was not still my kids were, and I'm mad like a motherfucker at that. I wish she didn't have to be like that. I'm just mad, man, because I just wanted people to listen, and sometimes all of this, you know, you know, I wish I didn't even have to go through this, man. Like literally, sometimes we wish we didn't have to go through this, man. Jamie Foxx worked too damn hard. He need to learn how to relax and go on a damn vacation. Talking about they trying to sacrifice. No, he need to learn how to go on a vacation. I've been watching this thing by Jamie Foxx. And my little nephew get mad at me every time I play with Tom Brady, and I use that move. If that move is effective and on Tampa Bay, if that move is effective, and he get mad at it, that's all you move. But I try different moves, and if certain moves don't work out, I be trying different plays. But if that play don't work out, I get back to the play that's effective. Yes, they need to fix some things on Madden. It's the time thing. The time thing is really getting on my nerves. The time thing. That time go by too fast. It go on at 6 to 2 minutes. I said, hold up, y'all need to really slow that clock down. The expendable time on Madden because that should not be doing that all of those things. It should not be doing all of those things. So it really should not be. Madden need to. They really need to stop you. Is that 6 or 7 going all the way to 2, 5, 4, 2? No, they need to stop that, man. Like Madden need to really change it up a little bit on the time thing. They need to stop letting that time go by fast. I don't like the way the time is acting. They do that on every Madden. That's something that need to stop, man. Like really need to stop with that stuff, man. So I don't like the way that Madden is one of them. So yeah, man, like literally, guys. But I don't think that's gonna happen, man. You gotta literally understand. Let's get back on the Tupac million thing. You gotta literally understand that I don't think that's gonna happen the way people think it's gonna happen. You can stop that shit right now. Do you see P Diddy getting arrested? No. People putting that shit together. People putting that shit together. That's not happening. That's not happening. And I think Big. I think I don't. I don't think if that was here, if he was here or not, man. I don't care what they went through. I think Biggie would still love that. I think Biggie will still love it. I don't think it's not because it's his legacy. It's the most important thing to a man to be lasting 1 billion years from now. And that's the truth. Hey, how you doing? Where you from? I'm from New Orleans. How about you? That is the truth. I don't care all about that. I bet you if I was signed a deal, I bet you I survive. I keep going, keep working, keep doing what I'm doing, keep striving, keep maintaining, learn how to elevate, keep maintaining, change your surroundings, learn how to put your money where it need to be put it at, do things a little different. No, you want to party with friends, you want to do all of that. People know I can't do all of that shit. My money, I gotta elevate with my stuff. I gotta do things with that. I can't just give other people that other people are not putting in there. They gotta. Nah, I don't see things like that in this world. I don't see like that in this world. I said I gotta be the one that just see the world in a very picture way. Nah, I don't see like that, man. That's the way you gotta do things, man. Put your money. People want to go fuck hoes and not put their money into their self or they house and do all of these things and all of these things and not see the things what it really is and not see the things as what it really is, man. You spending your money on no your foundation is everything. The way you carry yourself, you gotta know when the party time and know when not. So your homeboys gotta go to their damn house. All of them gotta have motherfucking job. Y'all gotta be doing something around this motherfucker to get it. You can't be stuck in my motherfucking face all fucking day. You hear me? Can't be fucking
It's
stuck in
hard to
my
juggle
face
everything in life.
everything.
I feel like Purdue Global offers balance, and I wanted to go back to set a good example for my daughters. For all of you, the authorities seem to have gotten their
Of Las Vegas in connection with the kit of the hip hop star Tupac Shakur
So, um,
more than 25 years ago.
Hi everyone, and welcome back to
That's up here. My homies that was at 662, everybody had their guns. We knew it was gonna be something.
We've all been on the edge of our seats, waiting for some clarity about Diddy's role in Tupac's heart-wrenching Vegas incident. But hold on, there's a twist. In their pursuit, the police stumbled upon what can only be described as an investigative gold mine. If whispers are to be believed, Diddy might be.
so I don't look. This man kept a positive outlook and anything with that, and you gotta keep a positive look. But I think Tupac was rocking the boat. He was rocking the boat. He was rocking the boat a little bit too much, man. You gotta realize it gonna have people from another state in your area, in the same club that you in, the same people from the same state you in. You know what I'm saying? It can be everywhere traveling. Like, come on.
Looking at a string of charges that could have him orchestrating tracks for his
Shit,
fellow
man.
inmates.
Like, I rather a street nigga come up there and he would let me talk to you for a second, man. And you know what I'm saying? If I was in that shit, let me talk to you for a second. Let me give you some word of advice. You know, I actually had a dream about Tupac. Boosie dad come, he confronted to me. I swear to God, on everything I love. He came and confronted me and said, Hubert, I'm Tupac dad. I'm not Tupac dad. I'm Lil Boosie dad. He came and confronted me. I'm Lil Boosie. Let me take that back. I'm Lil Boosie dad. So serious. He had braids. And he was in the yard and he came. I'm Lil Boosie dad. And he gave me some encouraging words. And I don't think that's what's for Boosie. It was for me. I'm Boosie Dad. I know who you are. I'm Boosie Dad. Let me give you a word. This is a true story. I was walking down the street and I was walking down the street and he was in his yard and I looked on the left and Boosie Dad looked at me. He had braids. He was kind of light. He was kind of whatever that is. He was black though. And he said, I'm Boosie Dad. I know who you is. You know what I'm saying? I just looked at it. I didn't even open up. I didn't even open up before I can even say something. He came up and already told me, "Yeah, I know who you is," and he gave me a word of advice. I'm not lying to you, man. And that's something I dreamed about a person, and I really didn't even like. No, I watched the video because I never listened to Boosie talk about his dad, and I had to like, the hell going on here? And no lie to you guys, he had braids. He was black, dark skinned, light skinned. He was a little, and he came and talked. He came up to me and gave me some advice, man. I don't know how that is, but I'm not lying to no one about this. This is something I'm not lying about, and this is something that God. This is something I don't know what it is. I don't know who this is, but man, I had to understand this situation. I was dead, 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 dead. I like Like, damn, I thought about it. Would he, and any man that that's come up and tell you that I'm bullshit dad, that's something like that's really crazy. That's really crazy. And he's in the yard. He's in the yard. He's in the yard and he's working on something in the yard, in the front yard, and he's by the grass and by the bush. And like all of that, but so I don't, it's a journey. I think he was just coming to me on that journey. I think he just told me there's something to help me out on my journey. Told me something on my journey. That was just on the journey that I'm on. That is something. So those are the things that understand. Nah, but for real, for real. So he said the police did him some whatever that is. Tupac was got a lot of stuff going on with him, man.